Hey, happy Friday, everybody. We're back. Gordon Walker's here. What's happening, buddy? Kevin's going to try to make it. John's here. What's up, buddy? There's Kim. Big job Ford made it. Cool. Hey, Torp, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in, everybody. Let's start it off right. Everybody have a sip or whatever you like to do, and let's see what's going on. I'm still up against it with the housework, and I'm not doing well. I'm doing okay, I guess, but not well. I'm not thrilled with my workmanship so far. David, what's going on? I think Wednesday we're off. I might take the day off and work on my stuff out in the shop just to clear my head. We'll see. Not sure. But while I got some of you guys here, I see John. John, I got a card from you. Believe it's from you. Yeah, John White. John White the second. So let me get that opened up. A lot of stuff coming in the last couple of days. It's kind of hard because you get a lot of promotional cards. So it's like, is this from one of my guys or is this is this a promotional card? Let's see here. Season's greetings. Sending warm wishes for the special time of year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from John. Hey, John, thank you very much.
Thank
We
you, John.
appreciate it, man. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had a good holiday. Ours was pretty good. Not too bad.
Oh, that's nice of you, Tharp.
What's
Tharp.
that?
He said if his back was better, he'd come help you.
Oh man, I could use it. I wish I was better at that stuff. I mean, like my brother-in-law is really good. I mean, he's really good at that stuff. I am not very good. And I don't have a lot of the right tools either, but I mean,
Hey, Paul
that's no
White.
excuse. I'm not making any excuses. Hey Paul, what's
I hope
going on?
everybody had a good Christmas.
It's like hindsight 2020. I cut 36 inches of drywall off. If I was smart and knew what I was going to put there first and took measurements, I would have cut 32 inches and things would be a lot better right now. We would be a lot better right now, I can tell you that. But we're up against it. We'll get it straightened out though. I have every confidence. One made it. What's going on? Don's Hot Rod Garage.
Hey, Don.
What's up?
Hey,
Mark made it. What's up, Mark? How you guys doing, man? Like I say, things are going to start looking up pretty soon. We're going to start getting things put back in order. Yes, Ron, we got a card. I think it's from you.
Yes, it is from him.
Yes. It says Miss Ellen Cook, but I believe it's the
L.
only guy I know in Big Bend is my buddy Big Job. So let's get this one open.
That's from L and Big Job.
Yes, it took me a second, honey, but I figured it out. So let's see here. We got a season's greetings card. It says Kim and Brian, warmest wishes this holiday season. Merry Christmas. Ron, aka Big Job, and L. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Merry
you're welcome,
Christmas.
Mark.
Merry Christmas. That's really
Did
cool.
you get one from you opened Mark's last week, right?
Yeah, we got one from Mark last week.
Okay. I was just making sure.
It's over there on the door, hon.
Well, I saw a card coming in and I couldn't remember if it was this week or last week.
Yeah. A lot of stuff coming in. There it all is. There we go. We got one more when Lonnie shows up. I don't know what's going on between me and Lonnie and the mail service, but his came open. So I don't know. The last couple cards I sent him and stuff I sent him, I had to resend it because some of it got torn open.
Hey, there's Randy.
Randy made it. What's going on? Well, that's completely understandable. Enjoy your family, Randy. I appreciate you stopping in, man. That's cool. Don't even sweat the small stuff, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let's have a sip on it.
Number 41 he wants for his drawing.
All right, we'll save number 41 for Randy. If that's it, I'm going to have to quit doing numbers. I'm just kidding. He probably guessed it and we haven't even drawn it yet. All right, look at David. David's like he's like number 4. Now, are you calling number 4 in advance too, David? I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I don't know what's going on, but like I say, every time I get mail from Lonnie, and the last couple things I sent him got
Hey, Two Babe.
torn open between our mail services. I don't know if it's somebody on my mail service end or somebody on his, but somebody's rooting around in the mail.
John wants to reserve numbers 1 through 50.
That's a smart move, John. It's guaranteed to be one of them, but we'll see. We'll see. I tell you what, I have a heck of a mess I got to clean up downstairs. I got sawdust everywhere. Ooh, man. Don's calling out one, and everybody's calling out their numbers already. We've only been on 6 minutes. Let's slow it down, folks. Don, I put your t-shirt in the mail. Unfortunately, I didn't get it out till yesterday. So they say you should have it Monday. So I would look for it on Monday.
We did have a nice Christmas too, babe. Thank you. I hope you did as well.
Yeah, we had a nice time. We went to Kim's sister's, spent time with her parents and her sister and my brother-in-law and the kids. It was pretty good. And then we really don't do much over here. My son comes over Christmas Day and opens gifts, and then we Kim usually makes us a nice dinner. She made us ham and southern beans this year. She backed out on the mac and cheese, but I cut her some slack because she made a big thing of pasta salad.
And
and deviled eggs. So I let her off the hook this time. There's too much food. We can't eat that much food.
Hey, there's Lonnie.
I'm getting I'm getting kind of hungry again. I think after the show, I might have some of that ham that we got left over.
There's Lonnie.
Huh?
There's Lonnie.
Lonnie, you made it, buddy. What's going on? I got a card from you. But like I was telling everybody, it came open. It was opened when it got here. So probably the mail service sneaking around in there trying to see if there was stuff in there. I don't know. But we got a card from Lonnie. It says, "Merry Christmas."
No curry, no cayenne, no paprika, just plain old deviled eggs.
Hope you have a happy and hope the happiness and wonder that are such part of the holiday season stay with you throughout the year. Merry Christmas, Kim and Brian and family, from Lonnie. Thank you very much, Lonnie. Merry Christmas, buddy. I hope your family had a good holiday.
That's funny too, babe.
Uh-oh, John's the one getting commercials tonight. Well, stuff happens when the mail carrier took the money. I was saying, Lonnie, something between my mail carriers and your mail carriers is the mail's always, remember the last couple things I sent you got torn open. So yeah, they are, man. They are something else. So I don't know. I remember the one year, or my grandmother sent my son a card, and I think it had $20 in it or something. But you could see like where the $20 was, like the money printed onto the card from being in there, and the card came ripped in half in a bag. I was like, why would people? You stole $20 from a kid, from a grandma that's a great grandmother to him that sent him something, and I don't know. I remember that one sticks in my craw. That was 30
That was
years
like 30
ago.
years ago, Brian.
Hon?
That was like 30 years ago.
I know, but it sticks in my craw. I still remember it. It still bothers me. What's the matter, Cole? You got to go out. You better go ask mommy. Okay. Good boy. That's great, man. I'm sure they're scratching it off the next time they wash them trucks.
You have to go outside. Come on.
So I'm wondering, is the I guess the strike's over, right? Because you guys were starting to get cards. You got your bumper sticker last week, and so I'm wondering. I guess it's all the way over. Or they finally settled their working agreement. My man David, he's having a sip too. I'm with you, buddy. I need a couple. I've been. Oh, somebody's watching some hockey there. Somebody scored. Sounds like the Oilers scored. I don't know. That's not my cup of tea. The hockey stuff, I don't really watch that stuff. I haven't even been watching football lately. I got to tell you, I'm just about burned out on that too. I'd rather just mess with cars. I'd rather sit there and watch car auctions all day, to be truthful with you. If I had my choice, that's what I'd want to look at. They never have those on anymore either, do they, hon? Not like they used to. Either that, or I haven't found the channel that they're on. Do you guys watch the auctions anymore? It doesn't seem like they're on too much anymore. It used
That's
to be,
because it's boring.
huh?
That's because it's boring.
It is not boring. That's where you pick up information and learn stuff and values, and a lot of the stuff was getting out of hand though. Yeah, see, Don watches all the bowl games. I I don't know. I don't know about that big job. Hmm. John doesn't have cable or satellite. They don't offer it, John. And you're, I guess, a lot of the areas still it's hard to get service to. I know there's a few spots. A buddy of mine lives in Peach Bottom, and he was having they never got the line out there. You could get it, but you'd have to pay $40,000 for them to run the line or something. It was like, well, I'll just wait until it finally comes. I hear you too, babe. I like I said, we started. We only shut down for 2 days at my work. They shut off all the machines, and they really don't need me to go in for shutting it down. The electricians go in and they just pull all the switches. But when they started up this year, I went in at 4 o'clock in the morning just in case anything happened. And it was a good thing I did because a couple things were messed up. I had ended up working till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Did not want to do that. And then Kim gives me a bunch of crap about it, like it's my fault.
It's
You
your
guys,
fault.
you believe that?
It's your fault.
Blaming it on me. Yo, Rick made it. What's
Hey,
going on, buddy?
PPSS.
How's your holiday, man? I hope everybody had a good one, man. I really do. Mm, I don't know. I'm just trying to catch up on. I'm still trying to catch up. I have not watched videos, so I hope nobody's putting out too much stuff. I haven't really seen. I watched about 10 minutes today. I watched Dan for about 10 minutes today. He got a Ford truck or something. But I've not been a diligent YouTube watcher in the past two. I'm too busy. I don't even have time to work on my own stuff. So if anybody put anything out, I'll try to catch up, but I apologize in advance. It's just like it's been a crazy. It's like our house is so tore apart right now. Kim, what'd you call it today?
A sty.
Kim called it a sty. And she's not that far off. I mean, it's a mess. We got stuff piled up everywhere. It's just a mess.
Oh.
Be a couple weeks before we get it straightened back out, but we're working on it. We're definitely working on it. It's going to be better, in the long run, because we're not going to have that water situation every spring in the basement anymore. That's done. It better be done. $9,200. It better be done. And all this work.
What are you barking about? Come here.
Yeah, taxes
Go.
are no fun for nobody. That's right, Gordon. I like I said, that's one of the reasons I like to watch the auctions so much, is to pick up little tidbits of information. That's just like coming in here. I learned something from you guys all the time. Because contrary to popular belief, I don't know crap, man. I just do stuff and see how it turns out and figure out how stuff is actually. I didn't say that right, did I? Pick up stuff. It's like I know where every weld, every screw, every bolt is on the 55, and I'm learning where everything is on the Nova. That's for sure. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about that pin on that springs. I still don't think that's right. That's one thing I hated about when I bought that car. So the guy messed with that back, and they didn't put none of the right stuff back. So how do I know that those springs are right? Because like I said, the pin for that spring is not where it's supposed to be for lining up the rear. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get back to that at some point. I'm just going to ignore that for a while.
There.
What's the matter, hon?
The dog's stepping on me.
Yeah, he's kind of big. He's too big for that. What does that mean? Trying to catch up. Sorry for the moment of silence.
Kevin L's out with dinner with his wife tonight, too, babe. He said he would try to pop in if he's back.
Yeah, they're out for dinner. He said he'll try to swing by. So we'll see.
He treats his wife nice.
I don't treat you nice? Huh?
No. You give me crap.
You guys see this? See how it goes? Frank, what's up? Merry Christmas, buddy.
What?
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Same
Frank.
to you, man. Huh?
One says we need a kitten. He wants the kitten to be a snack for Cole.
Yeah, Cole won't accept nothing, man. We can't have anything. And believe me, we'd like to have a cat. We'd like to have a couple cats. We've always had a couple cats here. And when our last cat passed away, we couldn't get another one. And because of Colbert, he won't accept any new animals. Nothing I can do. And he's too old to set in his ways. He's 12. He's starting to limp around. We don't know what's going on with him. That's good. Who's living in style? Oh, okay. So I don't know. What did everybody get for Christmas? Did anybody get good gifts? I got a couple more of them magnetic flashlights. I love those things. I have 4 now. I have green, yellow. No, wait a minute. I don't have yellow at home, do I? No. I got green. What's the other colors I got, hon?
Orange, blue, and red, I think.
Orange, blue, red. What's the 4th one?
Green, orange, blue, and red. That makes
green, orange, blue, and red. I got a yellow one and a green one at work. I got yellow and green at work. But that work bought me those ones. These ones I got from my son for Christmas and my niece. I can't remember if my mother-in-law got me one last year. Somebody else got me one last year too, because I always, what do you want? Because when we do Santa grab bag or whatever it is, the secret Santa, everybody's always spying around. Well, what would you want? I like these flashlights. and they're not cheap. They're like $40, man. But man, they got 3 settings and they light everything up. And they last a while too. So, but it's nice to have. It's nice to have more than one. And I'm up to 4.
Poor possum got a flashlight.
All right, for his AR, that's cool. I said them. I think they call them. I think they're actually from Canada. To be true, they're called the Cyclops. The Cyclops flashlight.
Don got an empty wallet living with 3 women.
I don't know, Don. You probably spend as much as them girls. You got some nice hot rods in that shop of yours. We can all spend it, actually. All of us are. Yeah, yeah, too, babe. They are nice. They're like $40, man. And like I say, I like the way that they just light up everything. You can bend them whichever way you need them to bend, or rotate them and all that stuff. They're just the protective cover on the magnet don't last out in the shop. The first 2 I have that are over a year old, within a week that rubber thing breaks off. But I'm going to try to keep 2 of them just for inside the house stuff.
My
We'll see.
my brother-in-law loves his Blackstone grill.
That's cool, Blackstone Grill. Yeah, everybody likes to fry on those things. It's like you can make your own cheesesteaks. You can, make a full breakfast on them. My brother-in-law we have, what is it? The breakfast for Easter, and Kim talked him into having it for Thanksgiving this year. And he makes everything out on the Blackstone, like the bacon and sausage and all that stuff. Everybody brings a little something, and we have a nice big breakfast. Nice. That way in the afternoon, everybody can still do their own thing, have their own dinners and stuff like that, but everybody still got together for an hour or 2. Mm. Let me stop you guys from taking sips. You can catch up with BW because I'm needing to relax for a little bit. The Grinch stopped by for Gordon. Does that mean you didn't get nothing this year, Gordon? Ooh, Big Job got apple pie and cheesecake. Nothing wrong with
That
that.
sounds good. Hey, Chaz.
Yo, Chaz, what's up, buddy? Merry Christmas, man. Hope you had a good holiday, buddy.
The gummies are in the store down the street.
No comment. No comment. Nice. Nothing wrong with a box of Christmas cookies. We didn't get any Christmas cookies this year. I guess we're out of the loop. My buddy that passed away, his wife used to send us a tray of cookies every year. She'd make like 5, 10 different kinds of cookies. And she's diabetic just like me and still drop them off here, knowing I'm going to eat some.
That's okay. You wanna make a cake tomorrow.
Well, maybe we'll make a cake tomorrow. We'll see how tomorrow. Well, let's see what tomorrow brings.
It's
I got a
supposed to
lecture
rain.
about making plans for you, so I'm not going to hold you to
It's supposed to rain
it. It is supposed to rain.
all weekend.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're a busy man, Chaz. It's no problem, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, taking a minute to stop by and hang out with us, man. That's cool.
Ooh, that's
Nice.
nice, Frank. Christmas goodies are always good.
Yes. It's a hard time of year. You can't
Oh,
really
poor
turn
possum.
anything. You can't really turn anything down. What the vinyl, John? I've watched people do it. I've watched several videos on it, but I've never done anything like that before. I guess I'm told it's all in the prep, possibly.
Don already picked his number, Chaz. He picked his number already.
I think Don said
That's
30.
true.
Didn't Don say 31?
No. I don't remember what
I
he
think
said.
Don said 31 because Randy said 41. Randy could only stop by for a minute because he's in Tennessee visiting his mom. And he said he's reserving number 41. And I thought Don said 31, right?
I don't know.
There you go. One remembers. One got it all mapped out. 41, 4, and 31. Who had 4? That was no, because David Soloway was like number 4, and then he said, I asked him if he would also like to have number 4.
That is truth, Torp. You don't have to shovel rain. That's always a good thing.
I don't need snow right now. On top of everything else going on, we do not need to have snow here because that shuts everything down. That's especially when there's a lot.
Merry Christmas, Mama One. Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all the good stuff. Did you take her for pizza today, One? And Gordon didn't
It's
get a
always good to do
fruitcake this
shopping
year.
after Christmas, Big Job. It's when things go on sale. I went to Hobby Lobby today.
Gordon didn't get a fruitcake this year. You used to make those, didn't you, hon? Is that what they were called? Fruit?
No,
Or
they
no,
were whiskey, an applesauce cake.
you made applesauce cake. That's right.
Hey, Mark Reynolds.
Yo, Mark Reynolds, what's going on? Happy to see you came, man. Have a sip. Or whatever else you like to do. I'm going to have a sip. David, are you still there? You want a sip too?
Our Christmas lights are hanging on too, babe, so we haven't had to buy any new ones.
Yeah. We got lucky. The only thing is the icicle ones I bought, they're so light now that they blow up on the roof when the wind gets too bad. We didn't really have much problem with them this year, did we, Kim? Maybe the one day. There's a couple that are up there, but overall, it looks pretty good. I'm just waiting for a couple, like a 5-day stretch where it's decent every day, so the ground's not too soft, and I'd like to start the car and get it out. I haven't even looked at the car in a month. I haven't started it in 6 weeks. So I'm sure it's going to be cranky whenever I do. I got like March or April, I'll take it down my buddies. I'm going to change all the oil and the filters and everything like that. I want to clean my gas filter. Check it, because I don't trust that fuel line I got. It's only a matter of time before that's going to start breaking down. Somebody was telling me that stuff I bought is eventually going to break down.
Don't they still make those, Don?
Huh?
Don says he misses the old school big bubble Christmas lights.
Oh, the big Ray still has them up the street. They're like, there's a light every like 12, 14 inches, and their bulbs are like this big. They still sell bulbs for them. Yeah. Hopefully there ain't no mice growing in them exhaust. Big Job. I hope not. I don't think so.
Hey, Tony G.
Yo, Tony, what's up, buddy? Merry Christmas. That's all right. You showed up. Glad you made it. Stop by, have a sip.
It's time.
Oh, okay. Did you send me over? Let me see. Okay. I'll give you guys a small hint. This was one of Kim's many softball jersey numbers. And that's all I'm going to say.
I only had 2 softball jersey numbers.
Well, whatever. Here's the gift this week we're going to be raffling off or whatever. I need a number between 1 and 50, 1 and 50 for the bumper sticker. Go. They're already guessing. I'm still blabbing and they're already
guessing. That's because you need to just.
Oh, big job, Ford.
Big job.
Big job, Ford.
They all called. Big Job called 26. Torp called 25 and
27. Kim
Two
sent
Babe called 28.
Kim sent it 20 minutes or 10 minutes early. You can see she sent it at 8:50, number 27. Big job for her. Congratulations, Ron. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Kenny Peterson.
Hey, oh Kenny, I got a card from you. How you doing, brother? Merry Christmas. I was waiting to see if you came in. I got a card from Kenny. Let's get that open.
No, I was number 13, but somebody else had 13, so I had to go to.
This is from Kenny, Kenny Peterson. Merry Christmas, Brian, Kim, and anyone else at BW Garage's family. I like that. Warm wishes and a happy holiday and a wonderful new year ahead. Sincerely, Kenny P. Thank you very much, buddy. Merry Christmas. Glad you stopped in. I saw you so that I could open the card while you were here. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, brother. Very cool. All right. I think that's all the cards that we got today. Yep, that's it. That was the last one. Cool. Outstanding. I hope everything went as planned for you guys. I hope like I said, I don't know what everybody else did for the holiday, but ours was pretty mellow. Oh, look, you guys see that? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, see that? Oh, see that clock right there? You guys see that clock right there? Oh, that one right there. That is from the 1780s. Now, Kim's uncle had it appraised and had it looked at, and they said it was centennial. They said it was 76, but that can't be. It was 1780s. And the other clock guy that looked at it for us said it was 1780s because the guy that built it didn't come to the United States until 1780. So
it still does work.
Huh?
They asked if it worked, and I said yes.
Yes, it works. We don't. I don't have it wound up right now. I'm very paranoid about winding it up, but the mechanism works. It's got a beautiful tone. When it goes off, it's very, very nice. Uncle Bob always had it work, and every time we went there, it was always turning and going. But I'm afraid of those things that, especially that one, but we usually displayed that one right there in the basement. But I didn't want it anywhere near the basement when we were doing all that heavy work, so I brought it up here. But I think that's the oldest thing we own.
Uh-oh, PPSS. It sounds like you're having a little bit of problems.
Man, you're up against it, buddy. I tell you what, I'll help you out with this. The easiest thing to take care of is just change change the alternator on the truck. and now you're back up and running. And then schedule the water pump.
What kind of classifieds are you looking at, one?
The what?
One said, so it's the time of year where we all sneak off from the family to peek at local classifieds. I'm like, what kind of classifieds are you looking at, one? He's looking at the back pages.
I have not the back pages. Is that like the bad pages, hon? What's it? I haven't even looked at any. Ron sent me a 4-door 55 to look at on a Craigslist ad. I haven't looked at anything in a long while. I just, like I said, I'm up against it. So I'm trying. When I get up against it, I get locked into that one thing. That's why people think, oh, it's too cold or this or that for videos. That has nothing to do with it. I'm locked into getting this housework done. And once that's done, then I'll drift back out and do my nonsense for a little bit. But there's a lot of stuff around here that's been neglected that we got to catch up on some stuff around here. Between doing that house about 10 years ago and then having to do my son's place, and I'm not very good at that stuff. and I get burned out and things kind of went.
Are you gonna put my fan up in the gazebo this year?
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how I feel.
That's only 3, 4 years old.
Yeah, that's all. Isn't like you're going to use it anyway. When was the last time the porch one been on? Yeah, we used to use our front porch, but we stopped using it when we got dogs.
There you go, Frank. That's a good way to look at things.
What's that, hon?
He's not buying any more projects. He has enough. He will spend the rest of the time enjoying them.
Smart man, Frank. I feel like I'm about halfway on the Nova, halfway to whatever, but it's like to getting it rust free and drivable. But you know, is that going to be this year? I doubt it. We'll try, but I doubt it. We'll
Don,
see.
you always seem to find the stuff that you're looking for, so
What's
I'm
that?
sure you'll find it. Brian, read the comments.
I'm trying to catch up on. If I read, you know how slow I read, and then I start reading, and I got too much silence, and I guess silence is key here. I don't know. I count on you to catch me up.
Don wants to find a rough 55, 57 Chevy 2-door hardtop and put a 56, 57 Chevy 4-door hardtop roof on it. Okay?
Okay, now I got it.
I'm gonna be late. I'll be the late Kim by the time he puts the fan up.
Now, aren't they the same roof line, Don? Everything's the same on those, right? There isn't a difference. Am I wrong there, or I mean that would be something new to do. They got me thinking, but I think the roof lines are identical on that.
Thorpe says that it's an extra 2 inches.
Oh, they're 2 inches higher. Is that what it is? I don't know.
Oh, that's nice of you to say too, babe.
Now I'm curious about that. That would be something to watch. I'd take a look.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm crocheting, reading the comments, telling him what to do, and talking one.
Okay, no door flippers. Okay. Now I got you. All right. See, you learn something new every day. I just learned something new.
I learned how to crochet this week.
Yeah, Kim's been practicing on crochet, and she's made what do they call granny squares? She's made 6 granny squares. So I told her I want an Afghan now. We'll get her into quilting next, so I can get a
No
quilt.
quilts.
What do you mean? Why not?
That's right, John.
She hasn't made any videos either. We're both.
That's because all my stuff is in the basement.
Yeah, all her stuff's covered up in plastic. She really can't get that. It's just
Well, you learned how to do it too, babe. That's good.
very cool, brother.
He said your video helped.
I appreciate that, man. I do. I appreciate that. That feels good when somebody like the Lever family racing. He watched and he made his tilt nose on his race car, and he used our plans, I guess you could say, and he made one, and it feels good when people pick up something and do something similar,
Yep.
man.
That was
I
nice of you to
appreciate
say
it,
too,
man.
babe. Slippers, I think your toes would come through the holes on these ones. They're just granny squares. I'm just learning big job, so they're kind of rough right now. By the time I get enough squares to make them, I'll have to put the bad ones have to space the bad ones.
I don't even know what she's talking about when she says bad ones. They all look very nice to me. It's like she's too much of a perfectionist. But I like the fact that she's trying something new and doing something different. We'll get her to do quilts.
Except when I have to buy yarn, and then I'll have to listen to it.
We'll get her to do quilts next.
Okay, one.
I wear socks. Kim doesn't like socks.
No, he wanted slippers, and I said his toes would come through the holes because 'cause they're granny squares, and he said he'll wear socks.
Oh, I got you. Somebody sent me something.
Quilting is beautiful, but it takes so much sewing time. I need to look for glasses. I need to look for readers.
Well, Lewis is saying the 55 four-door roof is identical to the 55 four-door roof. Okay.
What's toll painting? I don't know what toll painting is, John.
Hmm. I got to try to get a hold of Jay. Uh, I ran into a buddy of mine down at we was down the garage today. On my way home from work, I stopped in to see my friends, and Frommel was down there, and he wants me to help him try to find a DZ 302 for his '69 Camaro. Now he had it's an original SS car, but it wasn't a Z28. But he wants to put a DZ 302 in it anyway. The car is immaculate. He's probably got $100,000 in the car, but he wants it now. He wants a
Okay,
302
John.
for it, huh?
I used to paint wood cutouts.
I think Jay had a line on
Thanks,
one of
Kenny.
those. I don't know if he still does, but he had a line on one of those. It's probably long gone, but I'll ask him anyway. Now you used to do the cross stitch, right, Kim?
Yeah.
Kim, when I first met her, she did cross stitch. Yeah, I know, Lonnie, but I remember Jay had a line on one. That was a year ago, and I don't know
Oh, big job. I'm sorry.
what happened with it. What's wrong, hon?
I think his I think if I'm reading it correctly, his mom's in the hospital. She just turned 90 and she's scared to be there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ron. I hate even looking at hospitals. Yeah, they're like needles in the haystacks. But like I said,
Hey, Tim Windsor.
last year when I
You're
was down
welcome.
at Jay's, he said him and his buddy had a line on one. So I don't know. I'll ask him.
Well, I hope she gets out soon, big job.
I know those things, even blown up, they want 5 grand for those things. I told, and it might be more than that now. I mean, if he had a Z28 car, I could see, but it's an SS car. But you ain't telling Frommel nothing. If he wants something, he wants. He bought that car. I never forget when he bought that car, and it was Hugger Orange when he bought it. And somebody did the car, and I'm not saying it was a bad job, but you could see the waves, and he didn't see them. And it's like he brought the car down to my buddy's shop, and it needed a heater core. So my buddy Kevin's out there, and he's cussing. He's like, he doesn't like working on old cars. He doesn't really do them for customers, but if a friend asks, he'll do it. So Frommel asked him, so he's out there doing it, and he's trying to do it without taking the fender and the inner fender off. Well, then he decides he wants to take the inner fender off without taking the outer fender off because he doesn't want to start realigning and shimming everything. So I helped him, and we took the inner fender well off, and we changed. I helped change the heater core on that. But anyway, long story short, we're looking at the car with Frommel, and it's like I made the mistake of saying, "Man, there's a little wave here." That's all I had to say. He sent that car out and had it completely redone. Now, I'm not saying it was because of me, but I mean, it's like, Frommel's a perfectionist. He sent that car out and had it completely restored, and it had it painted. Now it's like a black cherry, and it's a real SS car. But like I said, it was not a Z28, but it is a real SS car, and it's a beautiful car. I
I
mean,
hope not too
it
PPSS.
it's flawless. The lines are perfect. The gaps are all perfect. But I'm and he'll never get what he has into that car back. Not that he would want it, because he's one of those guys. He's not in it. He's not in it for the money. But it's a great car. But now and the engine in it's great. He's got a nice 350. I think it's a three. Yeah, he's got 350 in it, and it's popped up a little bit. It's probably got 350 horsepower, 400 horsepower. But he wants a DZ 302. Okay. Next time in the spring, he'll have it at a show. I'll try to do a short and I'll show you guys the car. It's perfect. Car's perfect.
I have an orange car too. I like my orange car. The only good thing about the commercials is you can skip them. You don't have to watch the whole commercial.
They don't Waves don't bother me either, John. But my man Frommel is a perfectionist, and he doesn't mess his all his stuff's nice. Kim, your car is pumpkin spice.
It's orange.
Huh?
It's orange.
I'm just saying one said it's pumpkin spice.
Oh.
What were they, Don? Weren't they like the DZ 302s? They were like 290 horsepower or something like that from the factory. But some guys, they want what they want, man. It's like back then that was the thing to have, and a lot of guys get stuck on that stuff. Like I said, if I had a Z28 69 Z28, I'd want a 302 in it too. I mean, that's what it was supposed to have. But I don't know. But like you said, you can wake them up, man. But yeah, they high revers. You babe was drinking pumpkin spice coffee.
See, and he said it was good.
Not my thing. Trans Am race motors. I don't know. I don't, I don't know enough about engines and all that stuff. I know what's supposed to be in what. There you go. Don said 290 horsepower, but they revved at 8,000 RPMs. Man, high revers. Now, when your buddy switched the crank, would it still rev that high, or did the rev come down a little bit? Because when you put that crank in there from a 350, does that move some of the stuff to the bottom end of the motor? Okay.
No cold beers for two, babe. He's on call.
Completely understand too, babe. Now, when you're on call, do they pay you just for being at home on call? I know I wouldn't accept the pager unless they were paying me. Their time is their time. My time's my time. Okay. Everybody likes to mix match them the cranks with the different stuff. And
Okay, so he gets a day off, but if he gets a call, he's paid. If not, it's a day off that he chooses. Hey, Eddie's Garage.
okay, that's fair. That's fair to get an extra day off. I'd probably do that deal myself. Everybody want all your neighbors' cars, Gordon. I can't even barely take care of what I got.
There's not enough time in the day.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I like the extra. I'd like the extra time off too, babe. I enjoy like the second half of the year. I try to take Fridays off if I don't use any of my vacation, and it's always nice. Now this I next week we're off Wednesday, and then after that I'm back to regular 5 days a week for the foreseeable future. It makes me sad. The 301s that my buddy had oh man, I want to say I think it was between it was a Grand Prix, and it was like it was between a 79 and a I don't know 80. It was in the years between 79 and 85. It was a Grand Prix and it had a
Hey,
301.
Hubie.
It was the bit of a dog. It was a dog, but that was the 80s. So they pollution and all that stuff, the crap. I guess you could hop them up. I've heard I've heard of people hopping them 301s up. They could get them to rev all day, but if from the factory they were dogs. At least my buddies was. Maybe I take a sip. That was my last one.
Wow.
Okay. See, one has that all down. I didn't know any of that stuff. Yo, Hubie made it. What's up, buddy?
So did Eddie.
Eddie made it. What's going on, guys? Take a sip while you're here. We got a couple minutes left.
There you go. Lonnie knows a guy. Backyard Barns.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I'll swing over there. But like I said, first stop is I'm gonna ask Jay because I know he was telling me he was like they had a line on one. Jay turns parts quick, so it probably came and went as fast as it came. Probably didn't hang around too long. You never know though. Frommel hit me with that late, and I know he's not joking. If he wants one.
Everything depends on the price, right, too, babe?
Everything, Don, everything on in Pennsylvania is rough anyway. It's like the stuff that's left. I look and it's like it's all tore apart or it's all rusted out. There's so many cars that were just owned by the right that somebody just tore them all apart. Everything's in a box, and then they just sit and and then they turn around. Oh, this is worth a bunch of money, and you put it back together, man.
Oh, Eddie, get well soon. Still recovering from respiratory infection. That's not good.
Man, get better, buddy. It ain't good. Him was in the hospital for a week for something similar to that. What last year or the year before, hon?
Year before.
Year before. It's terrible. Maybe you might be right, Don, but not now. And well, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Like you go to the car shows, man, it's all high end stuff that everybody pays a mint for. But you want to get into a project around, at least around here, and I've showed you guys. Everybody's like, "You're crazy, dude." Around here, they want a mint for something that's just a rotted out mess, and you're not gonna. Yo, there you go. That's all right. Warney, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh man, back on oxygen. That ain't good, buddy. I hope you feel better, man.
Hey,
Stuff's gonna start
BBK.
opening up pretty soon as far as what the cars go, though, because it's like, we're all getting older, and it's like the next generation, they're not looking at the stuff we like. They're looking at 80s, 90s, even 2000s stuff now. They're not really interested in our muscle cars and our stuff anymore. Kind of like a transition time.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin made it. Did you
Yo,
have a nice
Kevin made
dinner?
it. Woohoo! How was dinner, buddy? Latrobe. That's up by where I'm from, man. Not too far. Outstanding, buddy. What was the name of the dealership? The dealership in Grange Latrobe. Are they still in existence, Don? Or are they done?
Buy your old trucks in Oklahoma. That's where Kevin's from. Oh, that's cool, Hubie.
What's your name still gets some solid stuff solid trucks once in a while. Nobody. Nobody's garage or whatever. He gets
He's
some.
in Kansas, right?
Yeah, he's in Kansas though. But every once in a while he'll get a couple solid things that he shows. He had a what do they call those trucks? The 50s trucks, the cameos. He had a beautiful cameo last year. Is that what am I saying that right? He had a beautiful cameo last year. Last year, I think he had. Solid.
You just got to watch out for the tornadoes.
Oh, goodness gracious. We're down to our last 30 seconds, folks. I'm hoping I can do something this week. I ain't promising because I got so much work in the house to do. But like I said, I might go out there and just do something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got a lot going on. But I hope you guys have a good week. We're gonna try to do another live next week. Like I said, things are kind of hectic right now for with Kim and I, but we're trying to muddle through and
Happy
get
New
our
Year,
lives
everyone.
back to normal so we can get everything else back to normal. It was good seeing everybody. I hope you guys had a good time. It was nice seeing everybody. Check back in next week. All right. Let us know how you
Happy
guys
New
did.
Year.
Get into something fun. Take
See you
care,
next
everybody.
year.
Next year. See you next year. Bye.
Bye.